What if people could hear your thoughts? Not just what you say, but what you actually think. All the time. Every reaction, every doubt, every random thought exposed. And suddenly, there's no difference between what you think and what you show. At first, it sounds almost useful. No more lying, no more pretending. If someone says, "I'm fine," you instantly know if it's true. If someone says they like you, you know if they really mean it. Everything would be honest, direct, and transparent. But this isn't always comfortable, because thoughts aren't perfect. They're messy. They change constantly. Sometimes you think things you don't even agree with yourself, but now everyone hears them anyway. Now think about a simple situation. You're sitting with your friends, just talking, laughing, and suddenly they hear that you're bored, or that you don't find the joke funny, even if you would never say it. Or imagine being in a relationship, and your partner hears that moment where you feel annoyed, or unsure, or just distracted, even if it lasts only a second. Small thoughts that would normally disappear now stay, and slowly, they change how people see you. Not because people lie, but because people think too much. So naturally, people begin to adapt. You try to control your thoughts. You try to think the right things. But thoughts don't follow rules. They don't wait for permission. They just appear. And now, every thought feels risky. So, behavior changes. People become quieter, more careful, not just in what they say, but in what they think. You might avoid certain people, not because you dislike them, but because of what you might think around them. Conversations become shorter, less natural, because you're no longer just talking. You're managing your own mind. Over time, this doesn't just affect individuals, but society as a whole, because privacy disappears, not just physically, but mentally. And once that disappears, something important is lost: the ability to think freely without consequences. No space for mistakes, and without that space, people begin to change. And now, something strange happens. Even though everyone knows more about each other than ever before, understanding doesn't improve. If you hear everything, you don't know what actually matters. And when nothing is hidden, nothing can be filtered. So maybe the real problem isn't that people can read your thoughts, but that thoughts were never meant to be fully exposed in the first place. So think about it. If everything in your mind was visible, every doubt, every reaction, every passing thought, would you feel more understood or more exposed? Would honesty bring people closer or push them apart? Because in the end, it's not just what we think that matters. It's the freedom we have to keep those thoughts to ourselves.